Personal finance and utility columnist for the San Francisco Chronicle, Jessica Roy. Jessica, thank you so much for being here on ABC News Live. We know Americans are really increasingly looking to travel internationally. What are some tips for stretching your budget out and not overspending?
Yeah, when you go to look abroad, definitely the dollar is very strong right now. It slipped a little bit this week. I think when you're looking to go abroad, I would look at savings. We talked about Expedia, websites where you can find deals on hotels and flights are definitely a good way to do it. Doing your research ahead of time so that you know where you're going and you're not making decisions at the last minute on the ground.
Don't make those last-minute decisions. That is what costs you. The president is threatening new tariffs, and economists are warning that we could see prices rise even more. So how can people prepare their budgets?
I think if you're looking to make a big purchase this summer, if that's a new RV for traveling, if you're looking to put in a pool, if you're looking to buy new lawn furniture, I think with the risk of tariffs, we're going to see the cost of all those things going up. And so if there's something big you've been meaning to pull the trigger on, now's really the time to do it. But at the same time, if you can't pay in cash, if you can't pay it off right away, I wouldn't make that purchase at all right now.
That's the thing. Even if you're putting it on your credit card, it's much better to have that money at hand. That way you don't incur all those interest rates. Listen, Jessica, with the first day of spring just a few days away, people may be worried about those high utility bills. As they crank up that AC, it starts to get warm in some places. How can you make sure that your bill stays low, but you're still comfortable?
I think it's a lot of the same tips your grandma would give you. It's stay cool, keep the shades drawn, stay really hydrated, dress lightly. I think people have gotten really accustomed to you just dress the same way all year. I live in Southern California. I think it's really about adapting to the weather and being prepared to change your clothes and do things a little differently.
All right, and debt. Debt is something that everyone struggles with, whether it's medical debt, credit card debt, student loan debt. How do you know which one to prioritize and pay down first?
Definitely any high interest debt. When I look at people's debts and say, which one do you prioritize paying down? Look at the interest rates. Whichever one has the highest interest rate, that's the one you really want to be getting rid of the fastest. Especially right now, the market's had kind of a crazy week. It's definitely not a good time to be carrying high interest unsecured debt.
All right. Jessica Roy, personal finance and utility columnist for the San Francisco Chronicle. Thank you so much for joining us here on ABC News Live.
Thank you for having me.